it's Zzoffer and I'm back with another video. So some of you might have noticed that I didn't upload anything this Friday, and some of you maybe didn't notice that I usually upload on Fridays. But I try my best to upload once a week, and I try my best to do that on Fridays. But this week I just started animation school and it's been a crazy week, so I didn't have the time to finish this video for Friday. But then I told myself, it's okay, you can just do it on Saturday instead. But then I didn't do it on Saturday either, because some of my friends came over for dinner and they left kind of late, so I didn't have time to do the video. So I'm doing it today on Sunday. You probably already know from the title, but today we're doing a MS Paint challenge. So I'm drawing in MS Paint right now, which you can probably see from the toolbar and the pixely quality of the drawing. And let me just tell you, this was really hard. First I sketched something out in a dark blue color, but then I realized it would have been better if I had done it in a lighter blue. So I had to go in and manually fill all of the different areas of blue so they were light blue. And this is my way of trying to do a sketch and line art in Paint. I was thinking that if I had a lighter color underneath the line art, I could just go in with the bucket tool and then fill all the white parts and fill all of the light blue parts in with color, which turned out to be very time consuming, so I would not recommend this. But the thing that I'm drawing is myself, because apparently I love drawing myself. I don't know, it's just one of the things that I'm best at drawing, in my opinion, because I've done it a lot, and that sounds very narcissistic, I guess, but it's because I was trying to develop a character for myself at some point, and I spent enough time on it that I really got to know the character and how I look, how she looks, and also because I can look at myself. I have a mirror right above my computer, so it's very easy for me to just look at myself in the mirror and then draw what I see. And I know what my hairstyle looks like, and I know what my face looks like. So I'm the character I feel the most confident about drawing. So yeah, when I have to draw something easy, it's usually just myself. I also gave me a big sweater, because that's very easy to draw as well. That's the clothing item that I feel like I can draw the best, the easiest. So yeah, I'm filling in the shirt and the pants in some very weird colors right now, but that's just because I wanted the shirt to be kind of the same color that I did the sketch in, so I couldn't use that color to fill in the white parts. So I just did the red one. As you probably know, I do when I do art in Paint Tool SAI as well. I sometimes fill it in other colors and then change the color for it to be easier to see what I'm doing. So this is a fairly simple drawing compared to what I sometimes do. And simple drawings like this would normally take me under an hour. If I had done it in Paint Tool SAI, it would probably take me about 40 minutes, I think. But doing it in Paint, it took me over 2 hours, if I remember correctly. So that's a lot of time, and most of that time was just what you see now, just cleaning up the sketch when filling in the colors. So making art in Paint is a very time-consuming process, but I've seen some people who make really awesome art in Paint, and I mean, it's free, so if you don't want to spend a lot of money to buy a fancy drawing software, you can just use Paint if you wanna. But the thing is, you have to kind of find a way that works, a work method that's good for this program, like you have to do with any other program. But yeah, the main downside of this program is probably the fact that it doesn't have layers, because layers make everything so much easier when you're drawing, because you can just do the line art and then fill the color underneath and do clipping masks, and I missed the clipping masks when doing this, and I really missed the layers the most, I think. So the idea behind this drawing was just that I'm kind of standing and there would be smoke or whatever in the background, and I would be kind of just looking out into nothing and looking really cool, like I just went to a battle or something, and that's why the jeans are ripped and the shirt is ripped. So yeah, that's just the thought process of this drawing. If there is any, I don't know. Yeah, most of my drawings are just like, hey, I'm gonna draw a thing now. Here's the head and there's a body and oh, it has clothes and it's looking this way, I guess. Now it looks like we're on to the shading, which was actually not as bad as I thought it would be, because I decided to just do cell shading, which I don't normally do because I find it very hard to make it look good. But I decided to do it for this one because it would be the easiest. So I just drew the outline of where the shade would be, and then I could just fill it in with the bucket tool. So that was very easy. And I really like the way the pants turn out, because they have this more in-depth shading than the shirt does. I didn't really know how to shade the shirt, so it looks kind of weird and cartoony compared to the pants. But yeah, oh well. I also later on went in to fill the outline for the rips in the shirt and the pants with a lighter color. It's because, you know, when fabric frays, or when denim, thank you. When denim fabric frays, the frayed part is lighter. I don't know if this happens. I don't think it happens with cotton or whatever sweater would be made of, but it certainly does happen with denim. So I wanted to do that, and yeah, I just also did it with the sweater because why not? And I think that's about it for the character. Then I went on to do the background, and I was trying to do some smoke looking effect in the background. This was my first attempt, and it did not turn out very good at all. So I tried different things, but it's really hard to do backgrounds after you do the character, because you have to be careful not to draw on top of the character, and you have to fill in things, and it's just really frustrating and hard. Yeah, so I was kind of struggling with this one, and it didn't want to do the things that I wanted it to do, and I couldn't really figure out which colors to use, and yeah, it was the worst part of the drawing in my opinion. I mean, it didn't take a long time at least, so that's good, I guess. So this was the point where I decided to get rid of the smoke or whatever and try to do a gradient, which is, as you maybe have guessed already, very hard to do in paint, because you have to be very careful not to make the color too much lighter or darker. And I tried to do a gradient between orange and purple with the spray can tool, but that looked horrible. And as you just saw, I tried to make it on the side, and I was like, I can just place the character on top when I'm done. But then I remembered that you cannot do that in paint. So yeah, I had to go back and do the background on the actual thing behind the character. And I did the gradient, just making different lines of different darknesses of the color. I just had to adjust the values a tiny bit each time. And here's some more smoke-like smoke. It still looks kind of weird, but I think that looks way better than the first smoke I did. But that's about it for this video, I think. We're almost finished now. And here is the final thing. So let me know how you think I did, and if there's any other challenges you want me to do. But I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.